Alrighty, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio. And I've actually been doing a little bit of work in the background. I feel like doing work in the background is kind of not a bad thing anymore. I feel like I'm probably going to start doing it a lot more. And I've upgraded all of my trains. So this is now a Mark III locomotive. I don't know really what the difference is. It seems to have 5 fuel slots instead of 3. I don't know if it's any faster. But I've given it Cargo Wagon Mark III. These are double the size. I've gone around to all the stations and I've upgraded them all. So this guy now requires a request threshold of 32k and needs 64k. So basically I've just doubled everything and every base. I'm pretty sure I've done every base. I did these two, I did these, I did those two. I did all of these over here. And I did the home front. And the home front was a pain in the ass because you got the constant combinator and you got this and blah, 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 blah. Whereas these other guys are just providers. But we are going to turn it on right now and we are going to see. Goddamn arrows. There we go. So now we should see a whole bunch of trains. Oh, of course. Nothing's going to be working. Do I need to actually tell them to go to the depot? Maybe that's the thing. If I shift and then shift and shift click, and it doesn't seem to move the automatic status. Go to main depot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Geez, they're all off. Let's just jump in this one, see how fast it goes. I don't expect it to go a lot faster because we're still only filling it with coal, but that's pretty fast. 250s, 270, 280. That's pretty fast for coal, I gotta say. So you're stopping because nickel. And I upgraded all of the train stations to use these super fast arms as well. Because, yeah. Some of them didn't have them. I think iron did, but a lot of the other ones didn't. So this is going to fill up to 32k now, actually. So it's still going to take a while. But, man. So where are you going? You're going to iron. You're going to iron. That's... Oh, right, because we've got 2 iron stations. And they're probably both looking a little bit shoddy at the moment. Yeah, this one needs 1. This one needs 2. And yeah, after the initial rush, you're going to iron as well, and you're going to iron as well, and you're going to iron as well. And you're going to iron as well. I feel like we have done something terribly wrong here. Iron base 2, iron base 2, iron input ore 2, iron input ore 2, iron input ore 2. I feel like we've done something terribly wrong at iron ore input 2, which should be this guy. What have you got? You require 64,000 iron ore. You currently have negative 40. You should not be requesting 50 trains. I feel like this is a consequence of me stalling all of those trains. Although I rebuilt the trains, so I would have thought when I sent them over to the depot. Oh, you know what happened? Stupid, stupid, stupid me. Alright, so this is what happened. So what happens was the first train, I set it to go to the main depot, and then I shift clicked and I moved all that stuff onto the other trains. And what I didn't realize is that it had actually already given it the order to move to iron ore 2 immediately. So when I shift clicked, I gave that same order to every single frickin' train. Okay, so this is going to take a while to clear out, which is fine. The signals are a little bit off, but that's fine. You know what? You can't really U-turn, can you? There's no U-turn here, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to let them go. I think that this should be able to handle this much ore. I think it should be able to anyway. Yeah. And then the trains will go back to the depot. Damn it, that train hit me. That would have been embarrassing if I didn't have magic bodysuit. So there we go. Now it's starting to send the trains off to actual things instead of the craziness that I sent them off to. Okay, well, nothing more to see here. Let's just let it go. Let it build up. Let it do all that sort of stuff. I think these might fill up eventually and the trains might be stalled a little bit, but eventually it'll all get through. Blue Belt is pretty fast. So, now, the mission for today, because we're only 5 minutes into the episode and we're not ending it there. What's our mission for today? I feel like we've got titanium totally done. Let's start to get some research. Our research is going to start to eat into our gold and aluminium, but that's fine. Character inventory slots. We really don't need this, but this is just a once-off, and then it goes up to space science. Yeah, space science. So we might as well knock this one off. You are done. You are almost done. Almost done. Look at all of this coal still going through. How good are we doing on this? 2.1 million. So I feel like that's probably about a third done. All these mines being shut down. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And they are keeping up with it. Now, they've got the bulk of this out and they're keeping up with it. Obviously, we got our bots to a high enough level where they could actually keep up with it. So now, let's go ahead and start getting the logistics requester slots. So I feel like today is going to be all about gold and aluminium. I feel like we need to get those done. And I feel like we'll do gold first because gold is arguably easier, I would say. What is it? Chlorine. Okay. Chlorine. That's an interesting one because, yeah, we got this set up, but this setup is not good for chlorine. So I feel like what we need to do is we need to have a separate setup and, yeah. So let's... So what is... These guys are the ones that produce the chlorine. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're going to do this over here. Line it up. Is that lined up? That looks a bit better lined up. 6. Get some more. What are we out of? These guys. You should be able to pull them out of the logistics system. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We just need the red thing now, which, in my wisdom, I chose not to build in the logistics system, although at some point I probably will. So the bots are coming. They're going to fill all these guys up. What we're going to do is we're going to have hydrogen and chlorine being made separately here. So you are going to be 1, and then give me some more tanks, please. No, I think they need to be 1 more away. 1 more away. 1, 2, 3. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have a pipe going all the way down, and then we're also going to have a pipe going all the way down here. I'm going to move this power pole because there, that's better. Okay, excellent. So then we're going to have 3 tanks up here. So what we do is we hook this guy up to that one, and this guy up to that one, this guy up to that one, and this guy up to this one, and we do this, and we get rid of everything but the undergrounds. Like that. Make sure we don't screw it up. Okay. Excellent. And now we can put a thing here, which actually does line up beautifully. And we'll put that up there. Yep. So now we're going to get some of the stuff there. This is going to fill up with chlorium. This is going to... Why do I keep calling it chlorium? It's chlorine. My God. And then these are both gases, aren't they? So we need our gas machine. Secret gas machine. Damn it, power pole. How are you always in the way? Okay. Do like that, and then do like that. So, where are we? request 200. Boom, boom. And we'll get the provider threshold for this. So you are going to be fill hydrogen bottle, and you are going to be fill chlorium. Fill chlorium bottle. Yes, yes you are. So this is filling up decently fast. I feel like that's okay. Maybe we should make this guy a higher priority, but we got so much room in here, so if we start to run into situations where this is overpacked, then we will have to start dealing with it. But as I said, aluminium will suck up so much of this stuff, it's not even funny, so yeah, I'm not worried. So gold, we got to do up the top. That'll be one of the last ones we do up the top, I think. I don't feel like there's anything else. Aluminium needs all sorts of crazy stuff, so we'll probably do that on the second level. But gold, I feel like we can do gold up the top. We're running out of room on this bus anyway, so... Alrighty, Mr. Gold, what do you need? You need pipes, but you don't need a second belt in the middle. So we should have something like that. And what machine do you need? You need a red thing. Okay, this looks beautiful. This looks like exactly what we need. So, thank you very much. So, copy and paste this guy. And there should be chemical furnaces. Chemical furnaces should be correct. Should be the correct guy. Come on. Oh, right. I am building chemical furnaces. I am, because they're needed for other things. So now we need a couple of compressors. Naturally, they're just outside the range of the bloody things. Alrighty. So the output is going to be an empty gas bottle, so we active provide that, and then the input is going to be... How are you not hooked up? I could have sworn that you were hooked up. There we go, that's better. So empty chlorine. I'm pretty sure it's chlorine that we needed here. And give me some bottled chlorine. I know, I can see the research flashing at me. I'll get to you in a second. Thank you. 8. Yeah, so that's looking a bit better. I'd love to have it all the way down here. And I will be able to get there once we have space science. And then we can just request everything and anything. I can have requesters for all of these different machines. I won't have to have like steel and iron in my inventory, although I probably still will have it. But that'll be the main thing. So, where's our gap here? I feel like we need to save these for tin. Tin is coming down this line, so we don't want to screw with this line. I'm going to start reusing lines. You know what? Because we don't need to... I don't think we need to worry too much about this sort of stuff. We can start reusing lines. I know it's technically bad to do that, but it's bad, but at the same time, it's good. And I always press 3 to get that guy going. I always do it. I don't know why I always do it, I just always do it. So there we go. Gold, now coming down into the machines. They still think they're making carbon, but there is going to be a big surprise for these guys. Oh, it always seems to do that. Here we go. Gold, gold, gold everywhere. It's so beautiful. Now, that's copper, isn't it? So gold, we feed down here. And then we feed it back up into the bus. And we're actually doing pretty good on time. Yeah, I know these are all wonky, but I still have to line them up because I just do. It's just in my DNA. Maybe if I get really, really bored in between episodes, I'll fix all these and make it so they all line up beautifully. But obviously that is not an episode task. That is not something that we do during an actual episode, I feel like. And here we go. So we'll feed that out there, and then we got to find a way to get it over to gold. And then our last set of logistic slots. I feel like you need to be like that. Excellent. Go gold. Go gold or go home. So where is gold? It's up here somewhere. Already got a bit of this crap going on, don't we? You guys are dead. And this seems like a perfect place for our gold line to go through. So, like that, and then like that, and then like that. Excellent. I believe that should be okay. We just gotta wait for the gold to come down. Where's the gold? It's the there we go. There's the gold coming on through, going up here, going across there, feeding into there, and that is beautiful. We are using it a little bit, obviously because I turned on science, so it's probably backing that stuff up. Come on, gold. Where are you? Come on, gold. You don't need to be there anymore. You don't need to be there anymore. There we go. The gold is going up the line. And we're at the 15-minute mark, so I feel like aluminium is not something that is necessarily going to have to be done in a new episode. I feel like maybe we can do it this episode. Jesus Christ, you guys have been letting me down for so long. I mean, if we're doing 1 science a second, then these guys should be able to keep up. I feel like these guys are only so solid because they got such a long belt. So, yeah, blue science is falling apart. Purple science is okay, but we're not using it, so that's why it's okay. These guys, they're probably starting to fall apart as well. Yeah, starting to fall apart. So the only reason that red and green science gets all the flack for falling apart is because it doesn't have a very long belt, so it doesn't have a very big cache. You know what? We're going to fix that. No, we can't fix that because it's a shared belt. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really want to cache these guys a bit. I really, really do. How do we do this? Because there's not a lot of room here, is there? There's not a lot of room. Okay, here's what we do. Here's what we do. Alright, this is the plan. 1, 4, 5. Now, you may be thinking, that's a dumb idea, Anthony, and you're a dumb person for thinking it. And you may be right, but go up like that. What we're going to do here is we're going to do this here, and we're also going to do the same thing here. Do a little bit like cross like that, and then we're going to do like that and like that. Request a chest, please. You. There we go, that's better. Now, I won't be able to deal with this one, but that's fine. So what will happen is when they back up, they'll go into the passive provider, and then we'll have... Oh, these are coming out all unordered from this system. You know what? Let's make this completely logistics-based. Just get rid of that. They all go in there. We have a little setup over here. I don't know if it was wise making them share the same thing, but it should be okay. I mean, when are we ever going to use red and green in invalid amounts or different amounts? We might start overproducing eventually, so you know what? Maybe we should. Let's do some... So you go into provider, and you go into a thing as well. There we go. So now you are going to be... I forgot what side they're supposed to be on, because that's... So red is on the right hand side. So you are going to be a bit of science here, a bit of red science, and you are going to be a bit of red science as well. And you are going to be green science. And there we go. Now we've got a hell of a cache for these guys. So when we actually start doing science, we won't suddenly be like, oh, where's all our science gone? I do not know, because it's not here anymore. You're requesting, yep, you're getting some. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that should be fine. So now these guys can run for a very, very long time, and we'll get a decent cache going. And it's the 20-minute mark. And just as we get a decent cache going, we get to the point where we don't need science anymore, which is interesting. Robotics 4. These gives us high-level robots and combat robots, and I really don't need any of that crap. So, braking force. We can get level 7. I don't know why I didn't get level 7 previously. Probably when I was tacked for science, but let's get it now. And then what have we got left? It's getting close to the point where we need rocket science. Atomic bombs, useless if you don't have enemies. Crafting speed upgrade. It's not a bad idea. We have done a bit of it, but yeah. It's kind of... With the mole, we kind of don't need crafting speed upgrades that much anymore. Fluid wagons, this is armored fluid wagon 2s. God, we don't need that. Fluid handling 4, maybe we need that. That might be nice. But anyway, 21-minute mark. So what are we looking at? Aluminium. Let's see if we can do it. Alumina and carbon. Alumina, sodium hydroxide, and bauxite. I feel like maybe this is a level 1, actually. Maybe this is a level 1 thing. Sodium hydroxide and bauxite. So you require 2 different resources. But I feel like we can put them both on the outside belt. And then we just need a red guy. All of the red guys look like they have pipes going down. Which makes sense. But I mean, metal, if you've got a chemical furnace, usually you need pipes. So let's just copy and paste a simple one. And then we can switch them over. Yeah, I feel like we can make this a level 1 one. Because I know we're running out of room, but I am happy. I am happy with running out of room a little bit. It's all good. And we can at least get Alumina done this episode. Although, given it's only 22 minutes, I feel like we can push through easily enough. We've still got logistics range and all this. Yes, we do. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Look at all these electric furnaces. How did I get all these in my inventory? I really don't know. I don't have them thingoed, so... electric furnace. There we go. Recycling. That is how you recycle. For some reason, they're still building one, but it won't be able to put it anywhere. Metal mixing furnace. I don't have them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy 2, and I'm going to put them right there. And then, just going to drag down, and somehow there's a tree there. Oh, I love this dragging. Let's just kill the tree. Whoa! I still got my shotgun. Why do I still have my shotgun? I should have my semi-automatic rifle. A shotgun is only used for destroying special things, not for just destroying random crap. I'm assuming these guys are going to be built, because we do have chemical furnaces, and I don't have a thing, so the bots are on the way. Excellent. So, aluminium is going to be alumina. No, we're skipping a step. Alumina is going to be sodium hydroxide and bauxite. So, what we're going to do is we're going to continue the fine tradition of crapping all over the belt system. And of course that does that now because I wasn't thinking straight. And we need to move a little bit across. We need to move in like that. And you are going to be this guy. And you are going to be that guy. And yeah, you're just going to be that guy. You just don't have a choice anymore. So, get me some aluminium ore. Excellent. Man. You know what? We've still got Mark IV Mall here, don't we? We can kind of take that off. We got Rocket. And we got... This is Speed Module 5. I know it says RW5. What does it say RW for? We want... I'm pretty sure that was Raw Speed Module 5. pretty sure it was. Yeah, because that was the other one of the big things that we needed. Raw speed module files. I don't know what the W stands for. I could probably go back to like a previous episode and figure it out. Let's make 1,000 there. Maybe it could be 500. That's right. You are gold. You are no longer gold. You are now alumina. And like the cobalt oxide, we are going to be putting this on the bus simply because we do need it for science, so we might as well. I'm trying to think ahead to the point in the future where we are going to need so much crazy stuff. And this only needs to go as far... Actually, you know what? Alumina, if I remember correctly, I spent a million years looking for it, but alumina does need to be on the bus. So we will move it close enough so that we can put it in a passive rider chest. Although I realize this is all currently in logistics range, but I don't know. I don't want to put stuff in there. Like this is, you know what? This is fine. Actually, we can passive ride this here. I changed my mind. I was like, yeah, this is stupid to passive ride it here. And then I realized I'm already doing it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm okay with it now. I am totally okay with it now. So, dum, 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 dum. And that lines up with that. Excellent. So now we only need to move it down as far as aluminium, which is right here. So we've already got it perfectly where we need it. Okay, so that's aluminium, and that's going to be carbon as well. Alumina and carbon. That's all we need. I seem to remember this being a lot harder. Probably because we were running out of sodium hydroxide. So, yeah. You need a thing. So I need this machine, but I don't need the extra belt in the middle. I have a feeling I'm going to find it hard to find a setup like that I can copy. Yeah, it does seem to be. Alright, sodium hydroxide. Why are you not... Well, you're actually filling it up. You're doing a decent job. We could have made sodium hydroxide go down a belt in the middle, but I feel like this is fine. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is fine. Braking Force 7. It sounds like a movie, Braking Force 7. Oh man, I would probably go see that movie as well because it sounds pretty awesome. All right, so let's get a move on. Let's get some chop going here. Let's just build it ourselves. No, you know what? We're going to copy and then we're going to replace the machines. That seems like a better option. Or do we want to learn from our lesson and actually make this a separate belt for carbon in the middle? No, you know what? We're not really good at learning lessons, so we're just going to do this. I love how these little substations also tell us exactly where things need to go as well. So, I do not want you guys to actually be built, because you don't actually need to be built. So, fluid handling 4. It's nice. Power armor. We are so past the point where we need that power armor. So past it. Shields. I get hit by a train, I survive, so I don't really need any more shields. Let's just get that so it stops annoying us. Oh, we do need these machines, don't we? So, there we go. Don't need you. So that's going to be fine. And this is going to be a combination of carbon and this stuff. Alumina. Which presumably should have been on this belt by now. I really don't know why it's not. Probably because I always forget this thing. This last little bit. It filled up quite nicely though. So hopefully this will back up soon. Although whether we have enough sodium hydroxide to keep it going is... I am unsure about. But I'm guessing we've got like at least a couple of 100,000 just bouncing around in storage somewhere. So anyway. So we need another thing to split off carbon. So, you are carbon. Where's your belt? So I want that to be like that. I want that to be like that. Alumina. We got that in logistics. I don't think we need it for a whole lot more. So let's just Send that down. Oh, Roboport, why do you do this to me? You're screwing up all of my lines here. There we go. Alumina and that sort of stuff. Come on down. And now, aluminium. Aluminium is here. It is here. It is done. And all of that crap that I've been saying, oh, we got to do this, oh, we got to do that, it's all done now. We just need to hook this up to the thing, and then everything that we had previously done in our old smelting setup is done in the new one. And we can start moving forward onto new and wonderful things like tungsten and God knows what else. God knows what else we need. But you go up like that. What's this line for? You're a line. Oh, this is the old copper line, which we got. I think we got sorted out further down, didn't we? Yeah, we got it sorted out down there. So we don't need this old copper line anymore. It can go into the toilet. Le toilet. Oh man, I was watching Ronin last night. Such a good movie. Such an awesome movie. Not like fully Hollywood sort of stuff. It's all really, you know, it's just more realistic and gritty and awesome and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I love it. So, still got a ways to go before we need aluminium. So let's just keep moving up. We're going to hit the glass there, and we need to be up here. So where are you? You, this is the line that we had. This was the line. So we can kind of squeeze this in here. Like that. And then we need to go like that. And then you need... Oh, what is enough for a thing? I feel like that's big enough for an underground. If it was like 1 or 2 spaces smaller, then I would have just done a belt, but like I'm not going to do an underground here. That's just retarded. Okay. Aluminium. Although this one, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to do an underground there because that's just normal. Oh shit, I really want to do an underground now. I really do. It's like it's past the limit. And this one's almost past the limit. I have a problem. I really, really have a problem. I don't know. With the one space in the middle, should I put an underground there? Should I not? I think I've got a serious problem with too many undergrounds being in my system. So you, aluminium. Go up there, you go up there. You go over there, you go under there. And there we go. See, this one is fine. Because if we put an underground there, it just wouldn't make sense. This one is kind of... What we need to do is we need to do this, like that. And then we can move this underground a bit further up. And then everything is within standard procedure. We don't need to worry about it. I'm going to ignore that one because technically that one's outside standard procedure, but I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to pretend it's not there. And there we go. Everything is done. We've got all of this. We've got all of this. We've got all of this. So now we can do full research as much as we want. And we don't have to worry about running out of crap, which I love. We can't do military yet because military is kind of off its own rocker, but should I just start clearing these things out? Because I feel like maybe I should hook up military here. I feel like I could. We'll just keep this same dodgy setup here. So you need to be iron. No, scratch that. Never mind. Just about to put iron on the goddamn coal line. You are 200, you are 200 copper, you are steel, and you are coal. Do we have enough coal in the logistics system? I think we probably do. You know what? And you know what else I noticed? It's an interesting thing because this guy is only going to use copper when it's coming out of this line. And this line is currently backed up. Oh, it's currently backed up. But what I noticed was, if we're only using copper out of this line, because it's constantly running, then that means, and this one is hooked up to the train, then that means we're only using copper out of the train. which is bad because we're supposed to be using out of the logistics network. But we've backed up on cobalt, which means these lines are working again, which means it's fine. It's fine. So we're going to be using these lines again, which means we're using it out of the logistics system. But I have a feeling that I want to fix these guys up because, yeah, I really don't want to be using the train stations while I've got 1.4 million copper in the system. It's just bad. So maybe we'll do something about this. I feel like cobalt is always going to be backed up because the only thing cobalt's used for is lithium batteries, and we don't use a whole lot of those. But we do actually need to get them done because... Or do we? We've got this set up. We've got all this stuff being produced. All you're missing is cobalt. Is that right? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're telling me? So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. You are going to be a... We're going to switch you over to a requester warehouse. Do I have one of these? No. Requester warehouse. Not within logistics range. I'm sure we can make an exception for you, my fine young sir. We had a roboport, which of course we don't. Jeez, look at all the crafting that needs. That's so much. We're going to make this a... we're going to make this a requester. And I don't think we actually need anything else. We just need lithium water for all these guys. Lithium water needs cobalt for this. Lithium batteries needs plastic and thing, which I believe we have kept plastic coming out of here. We have. And carbon, we've kept carbon coming out of there, so that's fine. So now we just need to put the roboport. Did I just create 5 of the bastards? I feel like I did. Let's just put that there. It's all starting to get wonky at this point, but it's all good. It's all good. These are all so wonky at this point. Let's just put it here. We can fix it later if we so desire. So there we go. Now you... How are you still outside? Son of a bitch. There we go. Are you happy now? So you have got a bajillion cobalt, and what you're going to do is you're going to request 1,000. And then what we do is line that up there, and we are guaranteed to have as much cobalt oxide in this thing as we need. As soon as that guy actually runs out, we're just going to request some more. And then the batteries should start showing up, and I believe that's the last thing. That's going to be the last thing. Because all of these guys should still be running. I've tried to make sure that we keep these systems going and don't knock them over unnecessarily. Look at all these belts. Not a single underground in sight. Well, a little one over there, but the belt just goes all the way around and it doesn't underground at a single point. That's got to be like blasphemy at this point because, my God. All right, so silicon nitride is done up here. You know what? Talk about blasphemy. You need to be doing this. Because that is just... There we go. That's much better. And now we got to pick up these damn things, which, when you're wearing 20 legs, is harder than it would actually look. Oh, that's right. I should probably just put my, whatchamacallit, use the bots to do it. I'm like an old man. I can't do anything for myself anymore, so I get the bots to do it. Except I'm like the opposite of an old man, because I'm like super powered, so I can't do the normal stuff, like picking stuff up off the ground, so I got to get the bots to do it for me. Full belts of these guys coming along, all being used up. Excellent. Even though we're not researching anymore, we must have backed up some components. So there we go. Sanity check. Done, done, done. Tin is done. Lead. Now this is looking a little bit flaky there. Really? All those machines, how are you flaky? You're just flaky. You're just flaky. Maybe we need a second column of these guys. Not going to worry about it. We will add to it when we need it. These guys are running. They're pretty good. We got enough aluminium up to keep this guy going. That's the important thing. All the inputs are backed up. Aluminium. Lead. Lead looks okay. All these guys okay. Wood looks okay. I don't know how it's okay because the wood processing up there was pretty crap. Plastic, blah, 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 blah. Silicon, and that's all good. So I think we are done with this episode. And I think I should probably go out shopping because usually I go shopping a lot earlier, but today, not so much. You need to be a better machine. Well, you don't need to be a better machine, but we're going to make you a better machine because I don't want to be looking at those crappy old machines anymore. Oh my God, I actually have 4 of them in my inventory right now. Oh my God, that is just so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. There we go. And you go away, put a whole bunch in there, go back. Done. What are we up to here? We have been able to make purple machines, and we have got 600 of the damn things because I forgot to constrain this. How did I forget to constrain this? You should only be making 1, because this is the guy that we don't want to constrain. Well, we probably still do, but yeah. And then this guy, no, not constrained either. What the hell? I could have sworn all these guys should have been constrained, but never mind. They're constrained now, and then this guy needs a whole bunch of nitinol and blue. So next episode, I feel like for the first time in a long time since we started working on the bus and the smelting area, we will be expanding our horizons and going for new things. All right, you need to be dealt with very, 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 very severely. Large area mining drills. Do I have any of these things? I got 1. Damn it, you are not large enough. All right, let's just build a whole bunch of these. Cobalt steel plate. That's actually something that I should probably be thinking about making. Okay, 1, 2. It's not a priority to get rid of this tin because we don't really need this space for anything, but come on. I could have sworn you were hooked up. Oh, you're only hooked up when you're in that spot, but not this spot. Alright, anyway, that'll be it. That'll be tin. That'll be good. Don't know what was in here, but let's get rid of it. It's all good. And there we go. We are happy. We are happy. We are happy, happy, happy. I'm going to turn off the module research. And then I'm just going to let these guys go nuts. Enable auto research. Why are you not working? There is so many of these crappy little things you could be doing right now. Only research queued. Got to turn that off. All right, now we're going to do all that stuff. So anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. And I will catch you guys later. Stay tuned. Cordite. It's all gun stuff, isn't it? Catch you guys later. Stupid autosave.